those green spots you see like that, the place is where human beings have been able to do it. So it's not something at the end of the day you say you want to run away. If it was something like run away, see those guys there. Those guys are making what real world money. And at the end of the day, you will not regret about you investing your money in it. And also, and I want to ask a question here. Do we have people from Port Harcourt here in this place? You can say Port Harcourt there. Can you raise your hand? What about a kid? You have a kid from? Wow, like very serious. I like that. Wow. Enugu. Kogi State. Okay, Kogi State is there. It's okay. Which one big is an international platform? And also, I say that this company, which one bed, is owned by two persons. Say before now. The name is what? Richmond and Babes. Just that something happens in the platform they were, so they have to just opt out and sell their shares and form this organization. And that was in 2008. And that's when they did the stuff. And right now in 2016, you can see my colleagues will come and tell you the money they made last year from what industrial, office, and landscaping. And I mean, as I'm just looking at the next get I'll make money from here in the beginning, we won't just drive your car and say, how do you make your money? From where?
Richmond bags.
Richmond bags. Okay, let me ask a question right now. How much? Okay, how many money do you want to make next month? That's me right now. Next slide. Look down here. All right. See this slide now. This slide talks about when you see a property like this. We see a property 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we sit down and say, we love this property. You do what? You buy it. If the decision is what? Positive, you do what? You buy it. After buying it, you do what?
Sell it.
You sell it. After selling it, you do what?
You share the money equal, like PDP.
Like PDP, very simple. So this is one of the things they do. This is one of the major things they do. We do. Let me use the word we do. We buy. Okay, use the word purchase. We purchase it and what?
We sell it.
Next slide. Alright, this is another thing that you need to know. The assurance of what you're doing. If you are about to deal with the company and you don't see the certificate, what will you do? Okay. So it shows that it's not authentic. Okay. What? Number. They can see the registration of companies for England and what? Wales. Hereby certify that Richmond Beds Limited is this day incorporated under the Companies Act 2006 as a private company, and the company is limited by shares and the situation of its registered office in England. And if you can see that, do you think it's a scam? I've worked with shares before. I've done some deal with them. How can you know that it's a scam? If I take it to CSC today and they put it and tell me it's registered, is it a scam? I decided to join them. I went to CSC to do some verification about that. Understand now? So meaning that if anything happens, you do what? You sue the company. How many persons can sue MMM today? You're into right now is what? Genuine. And at this juncture, I want to really welcome my partner and my friend to come to the podium. Thank you very much, sir.
I really appreciate. At least people have turned out to the great events we have today. Today is a day that I pleaded with the company that they should give to me so I can host a conference in Ikodepene. And I'm very happy that I have people from Calabar, Port Harcourt, and here and there. I say you're all blessed in Jesus' name. Please, this Richmond Dex that we are talking about, as my colleague have just said, the company is genuine. And I've seen, I'll tell you the number of calls I've received. People say they are coming from Enugu State, maybe because of maybe the distance there, they could have been here by this time. As my colleague has just said, it's not a Ponzi scheme or a platform that do for people. It's just a platform that you invest your money into real estate. I don't believe any of us can do real estate business here. It's not easy. For you to go and get a license to be buying land, building, or you can buy this like this building and be building this or renovating this building again, then sell it back or auction the building. It's not easy. So what you do, you have to partner with somebody like what Richmond Bakes is doing, what John Richmond and clients Bakes they are doing. They pull out from the organization that was there in 2008. In 2016, they formed their own. They said, let us start on their own. And they have made a lot of profit. I really want to tell you that, I really want to convince you that if you invest your money, you are safe. If you invest your money in Richmond Bakes, you are safe. The next people that will come in which I will invite, is a very good friend of mine that will come to you and a friend that was learned from blockchain. It's not all about you say I want to invest in a platform. You must first of all register on the platform. When you register on the platform, how can you link your money? How can you pay this money? It's not all about naira, taking naira and go and start investing. They don't collect naira. You must know something about BTC, in which somebody is there to assist you. You want to register, you want to be part of the company. BTC is all about dollars, sorry, Bitcoin. It's all about Bitcoin, how you can trade on Bitcoin. And the only platform which one takes accepts is this platform. So I call on Dr. David Anyawara from Confrernce. You're welcome.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Really nice to have you guys around. Can we give the young man an applause? If you are an organizer, you know that it's not an easy thing that he has come to this level. Thank you. He's affording us an opportunity. Just like the first speaker was saying, my name is David Anyawara. I'm a cross-Siberian and I'm quite my too. Let me start by saying some years ago I picked interest in estate management. I decided to go into what we call estate agency. Now, many of us know that these guys are milking money. And many of us have idea about it. You can advise anybody to go into it. The person has cash, has money, is a real estate investment. You can never lose. Why? It appreciates forever. Get money now, buy car. Small time the car breaks down. Even if the company, the original company that owns the car, that manufactures the car, they tell you even after 1 year or 2 years, you can still take the car back to them. You see that the car after 2 years, the car sells for there is how you drive the car, you carry it to them, they will not do anything. The real estate management. I remember that time when guys were broke, we just get there, all we do is, when we see a house that is uncompleted, let me just share one practical experience that I had. A house was built by somebody, about 4-bedroom flat times 4. It was an upstairs. The guy burned the house and he could not make it. He broke down. The man died. Left it to his wife. The money was not forthcoming for the wife to complete it. So one day, as an estate agent, all we are looking is see a property, evaluate the property, know what the property can yield. So after I see the property, I went into the lady. I said, woman, do you know that we can transform this place? We can make this place will be shitting money for you. She said, people have come here. I said, madam, just trust me. Let's go into agreement. She said, okay. We said, as at that time, said, how much are you giving us this place? Because she was not going to sell it. We said, okay, what we're going to do is that we now send out to let in our office. People comes in and pay. Remember, the house was uncompleted building, roofed, everything. The only thing that was remaining was the doors and the windows. So as people see students, people that were looking for houses came in and they registered with us. We got our money. They pay for the rent. We tell them this house is going to be ready in 2 weeks. We collected the money, fixed the door, paint the house. It was not up to 1 month. That house was completed. We ourselves did not have our own money to use in doing it. Whose money do we use? The client's money. Contract. So we are managing that property. So every tenant that comes in pays to us. We only go to remit their house rent to the landlady. We can manage the house how we. Do you know that we were making profit more than the landlady? Yes, we made a whole lot of money more than the landlady, until when the eyes of the landlady was opened, the woman came after us and brought another lawyer and said she's no more interested for us to manage her property. And she settled us. We went out. Real estate. Now this is what Richmond is all about. They get these properties. Many of us have traveled out of many countries to different countries, but you've not been able to acquire any property. When you get to those countries, you only go and stay in a hotel, pay your bill, and do your business, and come back. But you're identifying with Richmond Bex, automatically you are investing in real estate in London. You are investing in real estate in the United States. You are investing in real estate in Germany. You are investing in real estate all over the globe. And very soon, those people that knows how to delay in things, they don't want to take risks. And you know that the riskiest thing to do is not taking risks. Wait a bit. Richmond Bex are going to have offices spread over all Nigeria. Just wait a bit. You will go to Lagos, you will see Richmond Bex office, practical office. Because they don't just come and stay in this place, they just come and look at this place, evaluate it, buy it. In the next moment, they do what? Sell it, make their profit, move to another place, see it, buy it. So they see a plot of land that is wasted. In fact, Richmond Bex does not want any wasted plot. They go in, evaluate it, buy it, build it. There are many people that are ready with cash to buy it. There are those that do not want to pass through the hassle of starting to mold blocks, do agreements and all those stuff. So they are ready to invest to buy. So your identification with Richmond Bex starts with that. Now, the company came about, the concept of the company came about 2008. And that same 2008 was when the ideology about blockchain, we will not go into full detail, but we will just give you what it came about. Somebody came out with a blockchain, another means of currency, another means of payment that is more global, more easier. Now, those of us that are following the blockchain news, you see that China is doing everything to change their currencies to what? To blockchain, to cryptocurrency. Now, blockchain deals with cryptocurrencies. Now, we have many cryptocurrencies. We have let's just talk about the mother, which is the Bitcoin. And in that year, the Bitcoin was introduced at the rate of 0.01 cent. How much? In 2000 and what? 2008. Now, in 2006, the 0.0, now it was introduced. Those big shots, those big guys that knows about business, that have big eyes for business, came in and pushed in money, hard currency, into buying cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. Now, could you imagine that you were able, as at that time, to bring out 100 naira, or let me say, $10 to buy 0.01 cent of Bitcoin? That would have given you about almost how much? I'm not a good mathematician. Yeah, do we have them here? That will give you almost about 1,000 Bitcoin at $10. Okay. Now that $10 Bitcoin, that $10 Bitcoin that gave you 1,000 units of Bitcoin. Now, presently, please, what's the market cap? If Bitcoin is 1,300 or is it 200? How many of us are checked? Bitcoin is 1,300 points and some fraction dollar per Bitcoin. Per Bitcoin. Let me ask a question. Assuming in 2008 you bought a Bitcoin at 0.01 cent and you have 1,000 units of Bitcoin, you will retire. Won't you retire?
You can't work again.
You will never work again. And let me say it categorically and emphatically. Your family can never be poor again. Dollar is how much?
200. Is it 400?
400. Official rate. Yeah, because even when you use your debit card and log on to a system and want to buy, you will discover that you are not even buying, you are buying at 400. Yes, at the exchange rate. You will say, but they say 300 plus. We've done this thing several times. You will see that you are even buying at 450 naira. So an abogi will not sell it at that rate. You will still be buying dollar at 500 naira. Now, that is the blockchain. Now, the Richmond Vet came up with this. Now, how do we do? Because of the fraudulent activities that is going on online, many of us, our fingers have been badly beaten. To sit back, because even when you sit back, you will still spend that money. Won't you? You will partner with Richmond. Now, Richmond says, which system are we going to use? They now came out with Rich Share technology that partners with AI, partners with blockchain to collect Bitcoin. So now it is real estate that you know that is inexhaustible. If you want to go into real estate, you want to go into definition of it, want to go into a broader explanation of it, you know that that is the only business that cannot die. Every other business may eventually die. Like my brother there said, MMM came up, this one came up, this one came up, and many of them are dying off. because they cannot stand the test of time. They don't have foundation. But real estate is a business that has foundation, that even you yourself, two people here can team up, like Richmond and Best. They can team up and say, we are coming up with this ideology. We want to target one part of Ikorepe and start buying houses. We buy those houses, work on them, keep them, sell them out, make our profit share. Then if you now have 1, 2, 3 persons that comes up and say, man, I like what you guys are doing. I think I want to be part of it. You say, now, okay, now, no wahala now. We started with an investment of 100,000 each of us. So can you bring in 100,000 in my court? It's okay. When we finish it, we are going to share it 50-50 or 10-20 or whatever ratio you people share. The person brings out money. You people pull into the real estate investment. Now the person may have another friend and say, I think I have a friend. Now this guy is a multi-millionaire. Might go bring the guy. The guy goes and brings in a multi-millionaire. The multi-millionaire comes and sees the concept, buys into it, brings in like 100 million. How much did you start? 100,000. Automatically, each and every one of you have become what? Millionaires. Okay. Now, so the research technology is a system where Richmond banks use for investment, whereby they can be able to share their profit with every individual that comes to invest with them. So automatically, once you register, you have become an investor in real estate. Please, I like when I'm presenting, let it be interactive.
Yes, I don't buy.
Can become infinite. That's what you just said, sir. Yes. But based on the managerial aspect, it could be an act of man or act of God. Thank you, sir. So we are saying the same thing. It means that the business can stand. If two persons like Richmond Best, Richmond Best were betted out of another system. Now there was a conflict in the system, and they did not buy into the ideology of that system. Maybe there was personal interest that then two of them that agreed. Two cannot work together except they agree. So the two people agreed and they opted out. Since 2008, they have been agreeing, and they still agree because they have buried their selfishness. They actually want the profits to be shared. And every business we are going to see that in 2016 alone, Richmond Best makes Richmond makes 1.1 billion US dollars. Okay, are you following me?
Yes.
Now, we just want to follow up just a rundown of it. Now, the industrial real estate was 93.3%. Right? Then we have the real estate. The office real estate was 79.0%. Then we have the landscape real estate. Those of you that deal on real estate, you understand what we are talking about. People are looking for industrial places to use for businesses. People are looking for offices. Even government. There are times government once comes out. Government does not even have office. They have to do what? To rent an office and use it for the meantime until when government has the power or what it takes to erect their own office. Then we also have the landscape. That is the one I now talked about. That you see a land abandoned, just staying there. First round, maybe there is no problem, or maybe they don't want to, and you go in there, you are able to convince the landowner and tell them, man, look, we can, instead of this place being a forest, let's develop this place. Let us allow development to come in, and they decide, they agree. You buy it, develop it, sunk in money, develop it, depending on the test. Depending on the test, just like what Papa said, many countries have come up, powerful countries, but today they do not exist factor. And sometimes the human factors will always propel the divine factor. It is when man disappoints God, God will decide to do what? To extinguish that particular business. So what we are saying in essence is that bring in God in any of your business, and it will do what? It will stand. It will stand. Okay, now we have the real estate, then we have the landscape. Now we see it. Richmond said, okay, John Richmond and Bex came together, made the investment. They now want investors to come in. And that investors is what has propelled. Thank God for internet. Thank God for technology. I happen to know my friend online. In fact, we are really meeting in real life today. Through online, I have met a lot of friends in Nigeria, out of Nigeria, many places. It is because of internet. I've been able to travel here to meet somebody in Lagos. I've been able to go to Taraba. We have never met her. I remember the one of Taraba. It was just standing and waiting for me as I just boarded and came down. He lifted my name and I lifted on my hand. He said, "Wow! So we are now meeting in the real life." That is technology for you. Now, Richmond Bex, many of us here, because of Richmond Bex, it will happen that you will get out of Nigeria. Yes, for real. Just mark my words, many of us here. Now, because there will be a lot of connections. The person that registered me in Richmond Bex is an Indian. He's an Indian. And how did we get to meet? I introduced him to another business. And we did that business. The business can't get as it be. So he now discovered Richmond Bex and told me, "Boy, this company is real. It's paying." I said, "Boy, I'm not interested." So we thought, we kept interacting. Very nice guy. Very Himalayan. We kept interacting, and finally, I now agreed. He told me emphatically, he told me, "Look, when you come in, the company will pay me 10%. If you come in and invest." I said, "Is that so?" Then if you invest, the company will pay you 1.5. It was 1.5. Then as the company's profit, imagine that in 2016, they made 1.1 billion. Then in 2017, I believe this company is going to hit up to 3 billion. Yeah, they are going to hit because the traffic, the volume of people that are investing into Richmond. And as at that time I registered, it was not even, it was not pronounced. It wasn't pronounced in Nigeria. But now, as we are talking here on test, there is conference in Eket. We are talking now. There are conferences going on in Ekiti. There are conferences spread all over. So can you imagine? You know, we Nigerians, when it comes to this kind of business, you know what it stands to 10%. Then the company, that's for your investment. The company will pay. If I introduce you, the company will pay. I will aim 10% of your total investment. That is to say that, yeah, I'm still coming here. Now, 10% of your total investment. That is level 1. Then we have level 2. Level 1 is that this is a referral program. You can refer, but it is optional. No. When it comes to this referral business, I know that it's not that kind of referral business that you have. It's not metrics. Yeah, how many of us understand what I call metrics? Yeah, it's not metrics whereby it is a must for you to earn. You must introduce somebody. And if the people you introduce are not able to introduce people, you get stuck. No, Richmond Bex, it's not like that. If you invest in Richmond, if you register in Richmond Bex, you say, I don't want that hassle of introducing anybody. no wahala. Do what? Use your money, invest. You will still be making money. But don't be angry when your downline that you introduce or comes in, or the person that introduced you, you see the money the person is making as a result of telling people about it. If everybody comes into the business, if you have 10 people coming in, 100 people coming in, 50 people coming in, and you are earning how much? 10%. How do you feel if you get out there and talk to somebody? Many of us have invested in other things. I remember somebody said, I have my 3 million stocked somewhere. Man, I'm not happy. Now, what if you come in and invest, you have introduced somebody that comes in and have a heavy heart, but more heart, and throw in, sunk in 3 million in Richmond Bex. You are making 10% of 3 million. Now how much? 300,000. Automatically, Richmond Bex allows you to withdraw that earning. And do you know the sweetest thing? I've never seen, I don't see any company, I've been doing online business, I've not seen any company that has that I can give that qualification. None. Now immediately you click on buy, that is buy is withdraw. Or sell, sorry. Immediately you click on buy is investment. Immediately you click on sell. 1 minute you don't get a lot from your blockchain. That's your money enters your blockchain. You get a lot. No other company has ever satisfied me that way. And that is what is now pushing us again. I said, no, I'm not going to do it again. But when I clicked the first time, I said, nah, I told my friend, nah, maybe we'll see you first, though. Whether this thing is deception or just what Papa said. Remember the question you threw? He answered. He said it could be fraud. And you could also stop it to be fraud until it is well proven. So now I can prove this one. I did it the first time. I said, no, I logged into my blockchain. I saw my money and don't enter. I said, I logged the next day. I logged in again. I saw, now, if somebody comes in and invests 300,000, do you know how much you stand to get? That will be, let's convert it to dollar. It gives you up to 4,000, 300,000. No, that will give you up to about almost $800. About $800. Now, that $800 that it will give you, do you know how much you stand to get? The company pays you 1.8% on daily basis. You can also cash out on daily basis, including Saturday and Sunday. You can cash it out. Now, 1.8%. And look at what they have done. They have done it in such a way that anybody can become part and parcel of this company. How? Minimum investment is $10, which is 0.01 Bitcoin. 0.01 Bitcoin. So anybody can invest. You can start. You can say, okay, man, like I don't just take chances, because every delay you delay, something is passing by. So 1.8. Then now the 10%. Now you introduce me, you get 10%. Now the person, me, now comes also and introduce another person. The company will still pay you how many percent? 5%. That is to say that you are having 15% for introducing how many people? One person into the company. That's one person that has introduced one person. Now, okay, let's go into real calculation now. You have introduced 10 persons that have given you 10, that have invested $100. You have how many? You have 10. You have 10%. 10% of $100 is $10. That means that the 10 people that you introduced that invested $100 have earned you $100. Now, the 10 persons now introduce one person into the system. The system will still pay you 5%. Now, 5% of those 10 persons will give you $50. Now you have $150. You now plow back $150 into the RBB. You buy Richmond Bet bonus. Now, as you now plow it in and buy Richmond, you buy investment. What happens? At $150, you will earn how much? 1.8%. Beloved, you agree with me that if presently 1.8% of 150 is how much? Is about 1 point something dollars on daily basis. If you make 1 point something, let me say, if you make $1.5 on daily basis, at the end of the month, you are making how much? At the end of the month, you are making about $45. About $45. Don't forget, those your downlines, those 10 people are not just going to be idle. Now, as they keep investing, you are earning. As they keep investing, you are earning. As you keep investing, you are earning. Now, Richmond Bank is such a company that is so generous. The company that is so generous, they have introduced what they call a tax. You said, I just want to try this system. I don't get money now. Even $10 I don't get. The company says, no wahala. We are giving you a tax. We are going to dash you $120. All you need to do is sign up. What do you stand to do? You have a sign-up bonus. Once you sign up, the Richmond Best gives you $10, and that $10 goes into investment. Now, you now share, the company tells you, virtually everyone that is here is on Facebook. And no matter how socially bad you are, you have up to 2 friends on Facebook. All right? Is there anybody that does not have up to 2 friends on Facebook? Oh, okay. Now, on Facebook. Okay. Let's say, we don't want idiots here. We don't want fraud. We don't want monkeys in this place. We want real human beings. Richmond says, update your profile. That is when some series of questions will be asked. You have to send in your profile by uploading your picture. Upload your picture and every other information that will be given to you that will be asked. You update it to the system. And once you update it to the system, Richmond Bet will still pay you $15. That makes it $75. Now, could you imagine that? Well, I don't know how a company could be generous than that. Many of us are using Android. Now, to make it more easier for you to access your business and do your business at the pace of your home, anywhere you are, while you are inside a vehicle, you are doing your business, you are checking your accounts, doing everything, inviting friends, withdrawing your money. You can, anywhere you can withdraw your money. They say install the application on your Android or OS, and you earn another $25. Now, verify your phone. You now verify your phone. That is where you can give Richmond Best. You understand what I mean? So that every transaction that is done on Richmond Bet, they will need confirmation from your phone. A code will be sent to you. Once you do what we call Google Authenticator, that you authenticate your hackers can hack your email. They can hack your Facebook. They can hack everything about you. But the only thing hackers will not be able to hack will be your phone. Yeah, they can still hack it. And if you allow them, if you give them access, there are good ones that will still hack it and get information. But they will need an information from you before they are able to hack it. Now, okay, because I want to round up there. Then your video. Just say something nice. Say something good about Richmond. Hey there. My name is David Anyawara. I am an investor in real estate with Richmond Bet. This company pays. Thank you. I invite you to invest with us. Period. Is it up to 1 minute? Record it. Now, some of us, by the grace of God, because of time, will teach you, will show you, because that is why you are coming. You are coming to work with a team. And a team that will carry you along. A team that will not drop you by the wayside. We don't believe in introducing people into business and dumping them. We will carry you along where you cannot be able to fulfill a task. We'll be able to help you, guide you on how to fulfill that task. Once you fulfill that task, you upload your picture, record your video, you get another $10. Then you subscribe to push notification. Push notification is a notification that allows you to know every bit of thing that is happening in Richmond Bet, anytime, anywhere. Now once something is happening, once there's a development, you have it. That is push notification. They give you $10. Then they also give you, that is all put together, amounts to what? $120. Can somebody clap for Richmond? Okay. Don't forget. So, for you to join the company, you need to sign up. You need to have your email. You have your phone number, which you already have. You have your phone number, which you already have. You have to open a blockchain account. And to open blockchain account does not even take you 5 seconds. In a good and fast network, 5 seconds is too much. You open and it is free of charge. Now, some of us will say, no, I don't want. Many of us are in the process of paying for one thing or the other. Many of us, somebody has succeeded to give you. You have paid your money to somebody and the person has not executed the transaction. Now, Richmond Bet allow us to work with reputable companies that allows you, that you can use your Visa, debit, credit card, or MasterCard to do your investment. Like one of the payment option or one of the payment platform Richmond Bet provides. You can register with that company free of charge, then use your credit card to buy your Bitcoin. So you buy your Bitcoin directly from the system, buy dollars and transfer it into the system. And once you transfer it and put it into the system, you are good to go. Question in that aspect before I leave the stage.
Eddie knows I am one of the greatest networkers. But I have unpalatable experiences.
Unpalatable.
That's right. Yes. Oftentimes at conferences like this or promotion platform or meetings, speakers upon speakers speak very, very well. They speak very well, attracting people to invest. Eddie, you are disrupting. Attracting people's investment, and in less than 3, 4, 5 months, all the platitudes said vanish into thin air. Is Richmond pen like that?
Sir, can I use the word capital? You have had from the profile of Richmond. Richmond has stood a test of time. Should we underline that under a test of time? Should we give them that score? A test of time. 2008, as you have said, many have come in, they have not stood for 1 year. Many have come in, they have not stood for 3 months. Many have come in, they have not stood for 6 months. I told my brother today that 92% of website investment that is coming in is what I call revenge website. They are revenge investment website. Revenge investment is that I am a programmer. I have invested in a lot of programs and burnt my finger. They have duped me, collected my money. And I'll sit back as a programmer and do what? Write a program, bring out wonderful payment and donation platform, and allow people to flock in. And they flock in, they begin to do what? To pay. They wake up one morning, the website is what? It's closed. I have taken my revenge. So Richmond Bet is quite different. 2008 till date. And we have seen that in their profile, in their activities, you see why Richmond Bet will not collapse very easily. They have real offices. They have real face. It's a taste company. Unlike, just like my brother asked, who can sue MMM here? Nobody. But Richmond Bet has a face. They have offices. By the time we run down, you will see offices in different countries. Which I say that is one of the things that is going to happen in Nigeria. So, sir, no, it will not. For now, that is no. As far as, remember what you say, human factor and divine factor. As far as there is this genuine managerial concept, I think Richmond Bet will stand a test of time.
Thank you.
My name is Songi Domesi. This my question goes this way. If I invest $100 in a Richmond brick, then at the end of the day, whether I invite somebody or I refer somebody or not, you said I will get 1.8% of what I invested
every day,
okay,
for life.
Fine. If I'm to get that 1.8% every day, my question is, how will I be withdrawing this money? You know, we Nigerians, we believe on our fiscal cash. Whatever thing you are doing, whether online or offline, we believe on the raw cash.
Yes.
You carry your money, invest on a platform like this or in a company like this. Then at the end of the day, you are expecting the output of that same money that you invested, or together with the interest that will come up. Now my question is, how will I get that my raw cash without going through a lot of processes or whatever?
Go through any agent or
anybody. Yes. How will I get that my money with the interest on top?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Victorian, all the way from Cross River State. By the grace of God, I have been on internet business for a while now. The question you asked is a very wise question. All our speakers have spoken well, but I think they skipped one aspect. Avenue of putting in the money and getting back your raw cash. Richmond Bet, which I standing here is a beneficiary right from January this year. Accept Bitcoin, accept perfect money and US dollars through different payment gateways like the raw cash, add cash. If you register, sign up, have an account with add cash, you can deposit dollars and withdraw dollars through your local bank account. If you sign up an account with perfect money, you can deposit your naira, buy perfect money, and when you are getting back your perfect money, they are agents in Nigeria. But I warn you, you have to be very careful so that somebody won't run away with your money. They are registered agents, which by the grace of God, I think it is ideal enough to give you people such an agent website so that it won't fall into wrong hands. And another currency, this one is the Baba currency. It's a currency I like so much. If you are a person that look into the future, I advise you invest in Bitcoin. Dr. David introduced Bitcoin. When Bitcoin came on board, it was 0.01 cents. You know, Naira has two segments, the Naira and the Kobo. Dollars has two segments, dollar and cent. You can imagine, 2008, it was 0.01 cents as of then. But today, it's 1,200 and something dollars per Bitcoin. And the forecast is that before the end of this year, one Bitcoin will reach $3,000 US. That is the forecast. So Bitcoin, like normal currency, it is a cryptocurrency.
It's not answered this question.
I'm coming. I'm coming. It's a cryptocurrency that has two segments. You can buy, and in all the countries they have a registered website, which when you sign up, to buy Bitcoin, they get your money from your MasterCard and credit your blockchain. As when you want to buy a physical card, you can also sell back the Bitcoin to them, and they deposit physical cash into your bank account. As simple as that. But some websites might take a day, some as fast as 30 minutes. You get bank alert. That money will be deposited into your Nigeria bank account. I don't know whether I have answered your question.
All the way from Calabar. You have just asked how you can get the raw money.
Put the money and get
it.
The still raw cash.
Yes. You can do it this way. You have somebody who is into the business, and this person have made this money, and this money has been withdrawn from Richmond account and stored in blockchain wallet as was shown to you. Now, if you are a member and you have actually made this money, you can as well partner with the person. Say, I have so amount of money that I have made from Richmond investment. Okay. I want to sell it out to you. Are you following me?
No.
The gentleman will pay you cash.
Raw cash.
Raw cash, yeah. He counts raw cash because you know what you have. You will count the money and pay to you. What you need to do is just for you to transfer the money to his wallet.
Bitcoin, transfer the Bitcoin.
Yes, you just transfer it to his wallet, blockchain wallet, which here we call it bank account. Okay. In Nigeria. You just transfer the money from your Richmond account to your blockchain. Then from blockchain, you transfer it to him. Are you following me? Yeah. Then the gentleman will now count the fiscal cash and give to you, or pay direct to your bank account. Sorry. That's what we have done to the young one that have just come in, who is afraid of withdrawing or putting in the money.
Observation, sir.
Okay.
Now, we have three sets of accounts, right?
Yes.
First, you open accounts with Richmond. Like
with what?
With Richmond.
With Richmond.
That's one account.
Yes.
Two, you open a blockchain account.
Yes.
That's number two account.
Yes.
Three, you must have an account that you convert from this blockchain to another account.
Which account?
No.
Or you now convert from blockchain accounts to another account.
Let me come in there. I said you have account with Richmond Company, which is investment account. Are you following me?
Yeah.
You now have account with blockchain, which is like bank. They are also having account here with First Bank, Union Bank.
Okay.
You understand me? So the man now will now help you and now pay you the fiscal tax. While you now transfer the money to his own wallet, because you know the importance of that money. He can still make use of it for investment.
Okay, you are okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Please, I cannot come to this place and go home like that without being clarified for some issues like that. I know Otamadi Song very well. He has been my guide in MMM. Both MMM Nigeria and that one United. Yes. He has been working so well. Apart from that of United, I give him kudos in MMM Nigeria because that one is still working.
Yeah.
Fine. I don't think I have any problem there with him. I also believe he will be there to guide me here in Richmond. Thanks. Okay, apart from how to transfer the money from one account to the other one, I know he will do it for me. I know him. But what I am really concerned here is whom to meet, where to go in the time of problem. I was so impressed when I saw the certificate of incorporation online, because everything here is online. I want to know where is, because I am an intending member, where is our office here in Akwa Ibom State? Because after here, everybody will go home. If I register now, Eddie is going to be my guider, as I said. But Richmond Bank does not have office here in Ike. We don't have in New York. I don't know yet. Let me not even say so. Where will I go to? If I face any challenges, just like what happened last December in MMM.
Yeah.
You were like asking, guy, now wow, this is. Before you know, the other person will say, guy, how much did you put? So to avoid something like that coming up here, because from the way they design it, I think I like it. But what I want us to avoid is, whom will I meet in the time of challenges?
Brother, it's very
Where
simple.
will I go?
Very simple. Very simple.
The greatest Ahadiso.
Okay. Okay. Let's give him an applause. Should there be any question subsequent that can prove to Richmond Bex, if I want to say it, if Eddie and everyone here is able to partner with him, and you raise up to 1,000 to 2,000 investors, they can suggest to Richmond Bex to open an office. They will do it without waste of time. With no waste of time. So your question, should anything arise, he's the one that propelled this thing. And yet, for now, for those who do not understand me, now he caused this thing to happen. He will, and he will. Thank God you have given kudos, credit on him to be a sincere person. So you can always resort back to him and get your answer. Yes,
I support the last speaker very, very well. To raise 1,000 to 2,000 investors is like a pipe dream. If I may advise Eddie, right now you don't need to have 100 people for a serious company that wants to buy the mind and heart of people to come and have a place of contact. No, you can be relying on a deal, but if events happen like MMM, he tried to invite me and I refused because I didn't see the contact, like you said. So this one, AD is not a Richmond base. It's only an agent or a contact. What will happen if there is a question to be answered? AD cannot stand and answer on behalf of Richmond. But if they have an office, even if AD is in that office, yes, you can hold that office responsible. So I have tied down over $500,000 somewhere, tied down somewhere, tied down somewhere. So now I want to find somebody that I can hold responsible for.
Okay, I think it's being pitched. And yeah, the system, the company will look into it. And don't forget, Ikotekpene is not the first. It's not the last place the seminar is being held. The seminar has been held in different states and different countries, which I believe that question has been raised in different places, and the company will look really into that. Now, you can exchange reimbursement for gifts. In our RDB store, you can exchange your RDB for gifts and additional benefits. That's, for example, you have made Richmond, RDB stands for Richmond Bet Bonus. So you can exchange your bonus for a gift. Now, and these are some of the gifts. Share by mobile application, lead the conference, and many other activities. Like, for example, let's open up to everybody here. Many of us came from Uyo. Many of us came from Calabar. Somebody came, where's my friend? That came from Aba? James. Where is he? Okay. Yeah, James needs to hear this. That as we are talking now, James goes out and becomes crazy with Richmond Bears. And goes to Aba, rush, like fire brigade, and state, apply to Richmond Bears. Please don't also forget, the question that was asked, that comes in, let me just add it on them. Apart from a D, you can always write to Richmond Bears. Just write, go to the site, write support. They will reply you with immediate effect, instantly. You get reply. In fact, you get reply, you can even have a call, depending on the severity of your case. You can have a call, a living, not machine talking to you, real person talking to you. You can ask whatever question, they will attend to you. They have a very good customer care service. So you can exchange it. Now, for what he's doing now, he achieves, if he achieves what the, how do you call it? The cut-off points the company gives him. You will have 2,000 RDB. And this 2,000 RDB is equivalent to $2,000. He can share it with his partners, those people that help him. Then you too, you can take advantage of that and go to somewhere and organize a seminar. Write to Richmond Bex. In fact, you do not even need to pass through AD to write to Richmond Bex. You can write to Richmond Bex directly. But you know that courtesy demands that you should register with AD before you write to the company that you want to stage a conference. I don't know if somebody get what I'm saying. Yeah, courtesy demands that. Well, because if you try to outsmart somebody, somebody will also do what? Outsmart you, and your own go pain pass. So you do that. You can take advantage. You can go to another local government and organize a conference. So we can take Roger. So we're saying that you can take advantage of it. Go to somewhere. Go to Aba. In fact, the next Saturday, organize a conference. And you stand to get that 2,000 RDB, which is $2,000, given to you free of charge for achieving, completing this. God bless you. Hand over this stage. Thank you for your audience.
I'm very conversant with anything Bitcoin. I can sleep with Bitcoin, I can wake up with Bitcoin. So anything about Bitcoin, leave it for PD, I can take care of that. Many of you are aware of Luno and other platforms. So with Luno, you can get your money in the next 24 hours. So forget about how you can make your exchange. Your exchange is very safe. Just make your investment and get your interest. Like I said, none of you here can own a company that will let me say, that will start with real estate. It's not easy. So the only platform you can do your investment is Richmond Bex. Do the real estate for you. Then the promo code. What happened about the promo code is that once you register, it is just like a point. They give you a point. They say, okay, from this promo code, you can get your bonus. If you can use that your money, little money that you have, you buy the promo code, because that promo always expires. It's a matter of few time before you know the thing will just go. The people will be coming on sometimes on monthly basis. You can be getting promo codes. But if you have like what the man was saying, the RBB, if you have RBB or RBD, that's a Richmond-based donation. If you have money there, that's the currency. That's what they call the internal currency. If you have the internal currency, you can use it and buy and get the promo code. Any question there? That promo code is just a free gift you can offer to all the members there. I hope it's late. You're welcome, sir.
That has to do with the these piece of paper.
So that one is a ticket.
Okay, ticket.
Yeah.
It's alright.
That ticket will qualify you for the next year we are about to do. This VIP status is all about your finances. You have up to $1,000 to invest, or 1,000 RBB, or 1,000 RBD. You are qualified to be at this level, and you can be getting up to like, if it's not there, you can be getting up to like 10% APD, not a 1.8% again. You're getting 10% if you are in this VIP status. Okay? 10 to 15% if you are in this particular status, and you can also get a 10th level. You know, we have first, second partner. But if you have this 1,000, you reach this level, you can also have a 10th level. That means you can have a 10th party in bonus. For example, now this one registered this Mr. A. Mr. A registered Mr. B. Mr. B registered Mr. C. I can still get that bonus of Mr. C if I am in this status. So your investment. You can have big money and invest. You can be in this level. And another benefit is that you can decide your manager, who is going to be your manager. You tell the company, this is what I want, the company will do it for you. I want this person to be my manager, I want this person to be my secretary, whatever you need, it will just give you, because you are one of the top shots in the company. So it's all about your finances. You just invest and you get it there. So another thing is that you cannot do this thing. I cannot register more than 2. I cannot register more than 2. All these people that are coming here, I can't register more than 2. I've already registered my 2 persons. So what is happening is that register on the platform, log in and register. Then once you register, then I will send your name that you're a part of this particular conference. And you can do that through your own phone, your own IP address. Each of the phone that you are having owns their IP addresses. So if I want to use my IP address, it will not work. So what the kind of phone that will work is on this Android phone, Windows phone, iPad, or whatever. They are available. You can also buy these things from the company. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So that is all what the company have. Then, if you know what the issue about the RBD and the RBD and RBB is all about bonus and donation. RBD is the donation you donate, your investment. If you say you don't want to do the contract again, you want to breach the contract, that means in the next 14 days, banking days, they will pay back your money to you. The investment, the bonuses, you are getting on a daily basis. Yes, sir. I hope that should be the last one question.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Please, as I was sitting, I was still disturbed because there is something I don't understand. I want to really clarify about this issue. I know the whole program is anchored on you. You are not a member. Then you register, then you try it. Then if all of us that happen to register on your downline now, then we become a member. Then by the time we push you up, then you happen to receive the RBD, which is $2,000. Then can that money be shared to the members or your downline? can they have equal benefit also?
All of you cannot be my downline. All of you cannot be my downline. All of you cannot be my downline. Okay, sir.
As far as I see the men of farmers poverty, as far as Richmond Bay is concerned, you cannot register more than 2 persons under you. Now, why they mean by $2,000 is when you go and organize a seminar, a conference. That is when Richmond Bay come for your assistance and support you. You know this man paid for this place now. He hired this equipment. So the Richmond Bay now come into his assistance because you know that he's promoting the company. So you cannot just go and register because you want him to get $2,000. Not so. If you register for your own benefit. It is an investment that when you go in and you begin to make the money every day, you'll be a proud person to yourself and your family. So don't go and register because you want him to make money and for that the money should be shared to everybody. No, sir.
Excuse me.
Register for your profit.
He is asking that question based on what Dr. David said.
Yeah.
David said if he can promote 1,000 to 2,000, likely an office can be given to us. Are you hearing me? So maybe on that note, he asked the question. Now he has clarified because I promoted a Tisala exhibit in this town. And on account of reaching the top, I rushed and registered 7 people and I suffered like no man has suffered. Yes, all of them can bear me witness. I stagnated, but I was required to only register 2. So I went with the zeal of building and reaching millions. So I registered more than that, and it worked against me. So what you are saying now is that we don't need to have 1,000, just 2 persons.
Just 2 persons.
Okay.
If you came to invest with your downlines, you want to bring through your business alone, put your own money, get your own bonuses,
And forget about it. Make a bonus. They will give you a bonus. And now, if you now advise those 2 people to also register another 2 persons, you understand me? You have a percentage from 2 levels. You saw when they show 10% and 5%. So if this gentleman happens to register these 2 people, okay, they will pay you 10% of you registering this gentleman, and they will pay you 5% for this man registering these 2 people.
Whether this company is a registered company in the Nigerian government. Why I'm asking this question because if we can refer back to MMM, United, even United or thereabouts, the time I register for United or MMM, people do not say that, or government do not react by saying this thing is fraud or whatever. But since I started doing it and my money was even there, a very big amount of money, they started to showcase in television and all that, saying they should not participate in this kind of business. It's a fraud. So I want to know whether this company is a registered company in the Nigerian government.
I want to tell you that even when the government was still intimidating us, the people were still going to the business because they saw what they were gaining from there. So what I'm trying to say is that most of this intimidation was coming because this our talk. They discovered that some of us that we were backing them, we started making it. That's when the jealousy started coming. So whether the business is registered in Nigeria or is not registered, what we want is to go into a business, put our money there and make our profit. Like now, if I'm starting a business with, maybe let me use the word naira, 10,000 naira. And within 10 days, I make up my 10,000 naira. I use it for my business with my family. What have I lost there? Am I communicating? Yes. I put in 10,000 for a business, and within 10 days, I have gained that 10,000 naira that I put in the business. Whatever that is still there in that business, I just take it as if I have gotten my capital already. Whether the business is alive or is not, I have already gotten my capital. And whatever that money begin to generate has become my profit until thy kingdom come. So don't forget, don't mind what the government was doing. It was just a form of jealousy.
They want us to get them.
They want us to continue to be begging them. Oh, honorable, please, so my child is okay, so my wife is.
Fives, we have 9 delegates in all. Please, let me give the information before it happens. The company gave me 9 cards. It's not that the one that printed this card, and the one that printed, they sent it for me. That this is what I should do. Now we have the red code, the red promo code. Then let me give this information. If you are not in that platform, even though you win the lottery, they will not give you, they will not pay you. Find way and register. This one is now on your own. Find way and register. So once I send your mail and your information to them, they can pay you. So now this is the green code. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not taking even 1. Then we have the blue code. This one is the highest. Followed by this one. 1, 2, 3. We call this one profit booster. We call this one promo code. This one can take up to $500. Now, how we want to do the lottery, because I believe everybody here have their ticket, and you have been registered. You have put your name, your mail. So after everything, you will snap with the people involved. Everybody will snap each other. Let me put it that way. If you don't win, just invest, because it's just a matter of, if you carry the luck, you win it. Ticket, I get the ticket from you, because that is the ID card for this lottery, for you to win this lottery. Then you pick anyone, go to your seat. He will tell you whether you win from what you are holding. Are you with me?
Yes.
So now let me. Good.
What about the one we are holding?
Wait now. Once you bring that one, you pick one here. That one qualifies that you have to participate in the lottery. So once you pick it, you determine whether you are free. When you get to your seat, don't just when you get to your seat, relax, open it happily.
Is it sufficient to cover all of that?
Everybody is being counted. Please. Any I want to pick.
Anyhow, that's okay.
One after the other, just from the first seat. Then you have your ticket. Okay, you will get in the program. Let me see your name. Wait the list. Where is the list?
Oh, the ticket is covered.
The ticket is covered.
Somebody else speak.
The ticket is covered.
Wait. Speak it. No open it. No open it. Okay. Don't pick two, please. Pick one. Next line, so you can go.
Next line.
Where is the seat now?
Okay.
This by the time they can go back.
Please, after I would like to snap with the team. Then I will snap with one, please. I would like to snap with the team. After it, I snap with those that won. Okay. Oh, this will have to win. Somebody else speak to that. That big win.
Pick one, please. For the sake of your brother, pick one. For the sake of your brother, pick one, please. Oh, you have to read.
Amen.
For the sake of your comment, I already gave you. I hope you have close to it. Any other person? You walk out with. Loose. Come. How do we now go to the back side? How many have win? Who in this one? I'm going to see how many is here. Keep one and go. Keep one and go. Keep one and go. Big news and go.
This one there is nothing at the back. This one there is nothing at the back. Nothing at the back.
Somebody will win. Somebody has who else?
Felix, Emmanuel.
Felix.
Glory John Okon.
Glory.
Mama.
Yes.
Come with my son.
I was only your ticket if you don't come fast. Call that person.
Otam.
Wait again.
Where is your brother?
Who is it? No. Who again? That's one. No. This one. Somebody must speak this one. No. Team members. My team members should come. Yeah.